is here. Yes, she is. I'm here. I am here. Ooh, what an eventful day. Alrighty, all right. So this live is entitled How to Navigate How to Navigate. Let's see. Oh, just got on my glasses. I got a migraine. How to navigate different scenarios. For example, you have this pesky coworker. Pesky, she gets on your nerves. He gets on your nerves. Spirit is going to be giving you advice on how to get out of that situation. If you have a pesky roommate, Spirit is going to be telling you how to get out of that situation. Okay, so let me see. TikTok was, what the day is? It's 11. Okay, 7, 11, 24. I'll be telling you how to get out of that and whatnot. So, yeah. Okay, so it's going to be different scenarios, and Spirit's going to be giving you advice on it. So it's kind of like a personal reading, as close to a personal reading as it can possibly be. So we are going to get into that. Just making my little notes. Okay. Yeah. Hold up my glasses. Put them down. All right. So we're going to get into that. So let me write down the different scenarios. Well, I could do on the back of that. Let's see different scenarios. All right. If you are coming into the chat and you coming into the live stream and you have a scenario or you have a problem or an issue and you want advice from Spirit, you can add your scenario as a general for everyone, and I will give you basically a free reading, but I'll make it in the general setting of pertaining to everyone, but that will also be answering your question without me verbally stating your name or whatever. Okay, now we're going to set up the perimeter. Heavenly Father, we come to you 3 or more in prayer, and we ask that all negative energies are compelled. The power of Christ compels them. They are rebuked and bind in the name of Jesus. In the name of the Father, the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, they are rebuked. All negative energies cannot enter into this stream. They must turn around and leave immediately. They are not welcomed here. Only things of highest vibration and of the light may stay. And I come and ask that you will set up the parameter. Please and thank you. In Jesus' holy mighty name we pray forever and ever. Amen, amen. Okay. So now we've done that. We have went ahead and sealed up the parameter to where all negative entities cannot enter. And we are going to, I don't know why Spirit is saying roll the dice. All right. Coming through asking with demands, child. So we gonna roll the dice. I got a little dish and I'm gonna roll it in. I'm gonna roll the dice. Know why they asked this. Wow. We have, I think this is Virgo. Virgo. Hi. And we have the number 2. So Virgo in the second house. So don't know why they asked us to do that. So if you have a scenario or a situation that you need help with, you can make it as a general question for everybody. And we have, and then I will answer it from Spirit's perspective. How are you? How are you? I'm great. Thank you. And we have Aries. I think it fell on the 7th house. Okay. So we're going to roll the dice one more time. And we have Leo is what it landed on. And the number 9, or Leo in the 9th house. All right. That was interesting. Okay. Put this over to the side. Now we are going to formulate different scenarios in life. I'm going to move that. Formulate different scenarios in life. And if you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, you can go to gemfairycrystals.com. It's in the description box. It will be. And, oh, thank you, Twitch. It will be, and you can book a personal reading with me if you like healing crystals. Like pyrite, like amethyst crystals. You can find these crystals at my store at gemfairycrystals.com. What else is that? That's what I have with me right now. But yeah, and like peacock ore. This helps generate money as well, love and friendships. So it's a beautiful piece. And we have that at my store at gemfairycrystals.com. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get into the scenarios. Okay. So if you guys have any scenarios or any situations that you want advice from Spirit, career, love, just don't personalize it like, will me and Jill be back together? Or say, will I and my ex get back together? Then I'll ask it for the collective. And hopefully you could receive your answer that way. So this is how will Spirit help you navigate through different scenarios. Okay, the first one I'm getting is a work situation. Okay, toxic work situation. So we're going to be getting information from Spirit about that. Okay, we're going to go ahead and connect to Spirit using our lip phone, not connected to any landline. Spirit, could you please come through and give us the collective, spiritual advice for how to navigate through a toxic work situation where it involves gossipy co-workers that talk behind your back and that are good friends and buddy with the boss. Okay, Spirit is coming through and saying just don't ignore it. Move on from that situation is what I'm hearing Spirit say. So some of you have been ignoring it or been trying to ignore it. And Spirit is saying just don't ignore it. Make plans to move from it. They're saying no, not making plans to move from it. They want you to move from that situation. And we're doing situations, how to navigate through certain situations. If you have a toxic work environment where you're being gossiped about behind your back, or the boss is treating you unfairly because of another coworker that they are best friends with, Spirit is saying your best course of action is to remove yourself from that environment. Don't make plans to do it. Don't keep quiet, and try to ignore the stuff that's going on. Spirit's coming through and saying you need to find another job. Just leave. Don't just leave without having another job lined up. Have another job lined up first before you leave, before you exit. Okay, Spirit, any more advice about this situation? So how should they exit? Quietly, or tell them off, or let them know that how they were wronged? Okay, so Spirit is saying disembody feelings of remorse. So some of you may be feeling bad about leaving or feeling sorry for them once you leave, how they will be left in that situation. Spirit is saying disembody those emotions from yourself and move forward and proceed with letting them know, basically standing up to them, breathing, letting it off your mind, what it is you want to say to them to let them know how you were wrong. Spirit is saying stand up for yourself. Spirit is saying speak your mind. Speak your mind to the best of your ability about how you felt about the way that you were treated. Spirit is saying don't raise your voice or anything like that. They're saying leave with poise. So, like, don't get into arguments with anybody if people are, because they're going to try to make you stay. They can't make you stay because you've already made up your mind to leave. But they're going to try to do things to try to lure you back in, to try to make you feel bad for leaving. Like, oh, we'll give you a raise, or, oh, we can do this, we can do that, we can accommodate you. But Spirit is saying, do not take the bait. Go ahead and make your exit. That's the best thing that you can do. They're saying leave with poise and leave with grace. So leave with your head held high and don't look back. Okay, any more messages for them? Spirit is saying they will regret the way that they treated you in this work environment, and they will want you to return. So Spirit, what is the advice for the viewers? Spirit is saying not to. Do not return to this environment. So what is the time frame, Spirit, for them in which they are to leave? Spirit is saying between now, right now, and late August is when the time frame for you to leave. Spirit is saying don't stay until September, saying, oh, well, we can work it out. Spirit is coming through and saying, F no. Make your plans to leave starting right now, all the way to the end of August. September 1st, you should have been gone. So this is for those who are in a toxic work environment where there's a lot of gossip and there's a lot of talking behind people's backs and things like that. Spirit is coming through and saying that you need to leave that environment. Is very toxic. So what would happen if they stay at this environment? Spirit is saying that's not an environment, not a place for anyone to be at and be labeled lazy. So the people are talking about you behind your back, possibly, and they're calling you lazy. The fuck? Okay. So what would happen if they were to remain there? Spirit is saying if you were to remain at this work environment, that it will be constant scrutiny. Spirit said that it will continue. They will label you as lazy. They will do finger pointing, and they will continue to bully you if you remain in this situation. Will they find a new job to relocate, to leave, to go to, Spirit? Spirit is saying yes. They've already found a new job, but they just don't know it. So if you've been filling out applications and you haven't heard back from a place of employment that you've been applying to, Spirit is saying you have the job. You just don't know that you have the job. Have they gone on an interview yet? Spirit is saying some has gone on an interview and some are waiting to hear back for an interview. But they all have the job, right? Yes, Spirit is saying most have the job. So if this is your situation or something that you may be experiencing, Spirit is saying go ahead and start putting those applications out there because you cannot stay in this toxic environment. Spirit is forbidding you for staying in this environment past the end of August. So August, how many months in August? 31 or 30? By the end of August, you should leave. You should have been left this thing. Spirit said to remain there till September 1st is a no-no, and that is too long. By the end of August, you should have been and left. So that's spirit advice. Okay, so let's see about any other scenarios. Okay, I'm hearing living environment. Okay, so let me notate this, 18. Okay, so living environment starts at 1833. Okay, so Spirit, what about people living in environments? If they're living and they have roommates or they're living with family, excuse me, or they're living with family or living with friends, what is the advice? How are they going to navigate through that? Spirit is coming through and saying that your savings is going to be substantial within the up and coming months. So you're being encouraged to save your money, your finances. Anything else, Spirit? For if they're living with someone else, if they're cohabitating with people, others, how are they going to navigate through this situation? Spirit is saying savings is an essential. Spirit is also coming through and saying for those of you in a living environment that's not desirable, Spirit is saying savings is essential, and for you to not draw twice. I know what that means, but someone may know, even one person. Spirit is also saying, and apply to those apartments, apply to those houses, put in your applications for rental properties and things of that nature. But first, save, save, and save. Okay, Spirit. So what about anything else about living situation? What if they want to purchase a home? How will they go about doing that if they're interested in purchasing a home? Spirit is saying, first, make sure that if you're in the U.S., I don't know how it goes anywhere else in the world, but if you're in the USA, Spirit is saying, make sure that your credit is straightened out and that there aren't any bumps in the road. So when you say bumps in the road, Spirit, what do you mean? Spirit is saying, make sure that you don't have anybody that you owe, any companies that you owe. So straighten out your credit. Pay off your debtors, people that you owe debts to. Anything else, Spirit? So how will they go about purchasing their own home? Straighten out the credit, pay off their debt. And Spirit is saying, save their money towards the closing costs of purchasing a home. So how much about, Spirit, would they need to save if they're purchasing a home here in the U.S., if they're planning to purchase a home? Spirit is saying for the closing costs, you would need anywhere between $8,000 to $12,000 for your closing costs, given wherever it is you're living in the USA. Other countries, I'm not sure, but the format will probably be the same or similar. So you say for closing costs, which will be approximately in this day and age, Spirit is coming through and saying anywhere from $8,000 to $12,000 for closing costs. Can they receive closing cost assistance, Spirit? Spirit is saying some, if they have a FHA loan. Okay. Okay. Any more messages, Spirit? Will they get the closing costs assistance? Spirit is saying yes, application is involved, and they have to be accepted. So Spirit, any more messages for the collective? No, it doesn't. It's just a regular phone. Spirit, any more messages for the collective about their living situation? So how soon will they be relocating? Spirit is coming through and saying September will be the start date with the savings. So that's going to be with you getting everything situated. It's going to begin in September. Is when you're going to start saving your money, paying off your debt, straighten out your credit so that you can purchase a home. That's going to be the starting point. Everything is going to start in September. So when will they close on their home purchase? Spirit, I'm hearing Spirit say mid-December. I'm seeing like the 20th or the 21st. And Spirit is saying right before Christmas. Will this home be just a home that they're anticipating on living for the rest of their life, or is this going to be a home that they have just decided to just settle for? Spirit is saying neither. Is going to be a home that is gifted to them for their due diligence for the work they put in for their ancestors. So your ancestors are going to be gifting you this home for all your hard work. So off of that, I'm getting that some of you have healed your karmic debt for your ancestors, your ancestral karma. Some of you have healed that, and you will be rewarded heavily from your ancestors. Ancestors grant blessings as well. A lot of people don't realize that. And honor them by feeding them sweets. A lot of people think, oh, my ancestors want, chicken. They want, they want, I don't know, bread and all that kind of stuff. They do, but they love sweets. You feed your altar. If you have an ancestral altar, feed that altar sweets and give them water, clean water. Okay. Okay. Any more messages, Spirit, about a living situation? Okay. What about any more scenarios? You guys have any scenarios or any readings, questions? Generalize them and I will answer. Okay, anything else, Spirit? Scenarios. All right, that's a good one. Okay, 2707. Okay, toxic family members. We all have a bunch of those, or at least one. So toxic family. All right. Spirit, how can you please tell my viewers how to navigate through toxic family? And some of you could live with your family, because I was just about to say toxic family and toxic living situation. So toxic family. I don't know, I want to put these on. So toxic family. These things give me a headache. So Spirit, could you please tell my viewers how they can navigate through their toxic family members? Spirit's coming through and saying, don't say hi to them, just pass on through. So that could be in terms of a family function that some of you could be attending. Spirit is coming through and saying how you can navigate through having toxic family members is to not speak to them. I'm hearing zero contact and go about your way. So Spirit is coming through and saying distance yourself from them. If you have toxic family members, if you're able to, what if you live with the toxic family members? Spirit is saying if you live with the toxic family members, to limit interactions as much as possible. Stay clear of them. Stay away from them. That's what Spirit is coming through and saying. So Spirit is saying keep to yourself and don't do any disclosures. So don't disclose any of your personal business with them. And Spirit is saying keep to yourself. Like stay to yourself. Don't mingle with your family And I know this may sound harsh or whatnot, but sometimes you have to distance yourself in order to protect your energy. So just disassociate yourself from them and don't engage with heavy conversation. Don't share your business with them. If it's something that you have that's good news, don't disclose it. Keep your business personal and private, and keep to yourself mostly. Okay, so, and they are to do this until they move, or when? Spirit is saying when they move from living with these toxic family members, they can definitely go zero contact because they won't be seeing them as much. So it'll be easier for you to do zero contact because you won't be surrounded with them or by them. Okay, so Spirit, any more messages about how to navigate through toxic family members? What about at functions? When you have family functions and gatherings and reunions, how to navigate? This looks lopsided. Spirit is saying steer clear of them. Steer clear of them and don't engage in conversation. Spirit is also saying don't engage in heavy conversation. Spirit is coming through and saying, like, giving an example, like, hey, how you doing? And so and so and so and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, this what's been going on with me. Some of them may come to you and ask you what has been going on with you or what have you been doing. Spirit is coming through and saying, do not share that information. Just look at the side of my glasses. Spirit is saying, do not share that information. Spirit is coming through and saying, keep your lips closed like a closed lid. So don't tell them any of your business. Don't tell them nothing that's going on with you. They don't need to know that. They don't need to know. That's what Spirit is coming through and saying. Okay, so I think that sums up how to handle toxic family members. All right, okay, now what about, I think I like this. I'm going to keep this as a regular, how to navigate certain situations. Okay, so what about a toxic, I should name this shit toxic. Okay, so what about baby mama, baby daddy drama? Okay, so we'll do 33, 35. This is not for everybody because everybody don't have baby mama and baby daddy drama. But if you do, or you know somebody who does, it doesn't matter your nationality or race or creed. If you have drama growing, so some of y'all can have drama growing. If you have drama going on in your life right now from a ex, a baby daddy, a baby mama, Spirit is going to give you some advice on how to deal with that. Okay? So, Spirit, if they're having drama with their baby mother, the mother of their child, or their baby father, the father of their child, that person is causing problems. I'm hearing in their current relationship, if your baby daddy or baby mama is causing problems in your current relationship, Spirit is coming through and saying, how could they navigate through that, Spirit? Spirit is saying, don't entertain it, just let it be. But what if it's causing aggravation to the new partner. Ooh, Spirit is coming through and saying if you have a new partner and you have a baby mama or a baby daddy and you have drama with them, Spirit is coming through and saying that they should never meet. Your new person should never meet your child's parent. Spirit is coming through and saying that that child should not be kept around that new girlfriend or boyfriend either, because that will alleviate any drama. Just do not have your child around your new love interest, your new girlfriend, your new boyfriend. Don't. Why? Because it's going to spark jealousy. It's going to spark aggression. It's going to spark arguments. It's going to spark all that. So Spirit is saying the way to alleviate all that madness is just to not have your child around your new lover. Don't have your child around your new boyfriend. And it also keeps your child safe because you don't know the mentality of that boyfriend. That's how children be ended up unalived at the hands of their boyfriends because they don't know those men like that. So keep your kids away from your new boyfriend or your new girlfriend. If they say, well, how is that possible? Okay, it's possible by getting a babysitter and going out. It is possible to date someone. This is how Spirit is teaching you, letting you know how to navigate through this situation. It is possible to date someone for a year and have them never have met your children. Now, they can know that you have kids, but Spirit's advice is to not engage in having that person to meet your child formally. So you're protecting your child because you're trying to feel out this other person that you're in a relationship with. You're trying to feel them out. You're trying to get to know them. You don't know this person. Okay, you know nothing about them. You really don't know them. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to feel them out. And your child does not need to be around that person. 6 months is no time to know somebody. You really don't know somebody in 6 months. You really don't know somebody in a year. You may start to get to know things about them in 2 years. So Spirit is coming through and saying, just keep the child away from the new boyfriend, keep the child away from the new girlfriend, and keep the old girlfriend, the baby mama, away from the new girlfriend. Just when you see that person, see them and see them off, You should not be living with your baby mother either if you are not together. And if you are, which I won't want to be dating somebody who is, then you would have to be taking your new girlfriend to a motel if you can't go to their house to be intimate or lay up or whatever. Okay? All right. Any more messages, Spirit? Any more scenarios that are tough? Okay. I like that one. Okay. Hold on. Okay, Spirit's coming through and saying debt collection. Like, darn, Tiffany, this is kind of dark. These kind of advice things will be. I'm going to do one more and then we're going to end this stream. Okay, so Spirit, can you please tell the viewers how to navigate through debt collection? If you have any debt and you have collectors calling you and they're trying to collect on a debt, how can my viewers, subscribers, and followers collect on, deal with that? Spirit is coming through and saying, just don't ignore it. Set up a payment plan if possible. Spirit is saying, communicate with them at your leisure if you have debt, if you're in debt collections. Spirit is saying, communicate with them at your leisure. Don't be in a hasty movement to connect with them. Communicate with them at your leisure. Don't be in a haste to connect with them. And Spirit is also coming through and saying, set up payment plans. Schedule payment plans to make the payments for the debt. Spirit is also coming through and saying, usually with dealing with debt collections, how to navigate through this scenario. Spirit is saying usually they will knock off some of the debt and set up a payment plan. Spirit is coming through and saying, pay whatever is comfortable for you. Spirit is saying, give me your situation, pay whatever is comfortable for you. Spirit is also advising, as long as you're paying something, they will not take you to court. So just don't ignore them for dealing with debt collectors. As long as you're paying something, they won't take you to court. Okay, how to navigate. Okay, what else? All right, so as long as you're paying something, they won't take you to court. And that's dealing with debt collection, how to navigate different scenarios. All right, okay. Unrequited love. Spiritual advice. Let me write that down. Hold on. Unrequited love. That's when you love somebody or you like somebody and they don't like you back. How to navigate through that. I like this. 42, 41. Like a personal reading, almost. All right, Spirit. It's going to be the last one. Spirit, could you please tell my viewers and subscribers and followers? Hi. Can you please tell my viewers and followers and subscribers, those watching now and those watching later, how to navigate through a situation of unrequited love when they like someone and the person does not like them back? How to navigate through this situation, Spirit, please and thank you. Spirit is coming through and saying how to navigate through unrequited love. Spirit is saying, first and foremost, to think of yourself as enough, to not stick around and settle for this type of behavior and treatment, to move on, to love yourself enough to where you don't settle for this type of treatment, and to know that is not in your best interest and it's time for you to move on from that unrequited love, or when you like somebody and they don't like you back in return. Okay, so how can they alleviate hurt feelings? Spirit is saying just don't engage with it from the jump. Spirit is also coming through and saying, if you initiate messages with them, this could be via DM or text message or however you communicate with this person, social media, or if you communicate with them out in the open and it's not returned, or if they leave you on red, or if their response is short and they're brushing you off. Spirit is saying after that moment, you will know that whether or not it's going to be unrequited, and if it's a good thing for you to stay or to go. If they're short with you and they brush you off, or they have short answers and, you know, to their questions or what have you, and they're rather rude, Spirit is saying you don't want to stick around or stay. A little fluffy pillow. You don't want to stick around and stay in that situation, talking to that person. Spirit is saying work on your love for yourself to where you can recognize that, hey, this isn't working out for me. To where you don't stay and consider tolerating that type of treatment. If somebody leaves you on red, leave them alone. That's rude as fuck. And I don't want to hear about, oh, they're shy, blah, blah, blah. You know how to say hey if somebody say hey back to you. It's just, it's rude as fuck. So any more messages to Spirit on how to navigate through unrequited love? Spirit is coming through and saying, fix yourself up and get back out there. I'm seeing the word glow up. So experience a glow up through, some of you may need a makeover. No pun intended. Not trying to be funny. So some of you may get a makeover, which would help you be visualized as having gone through a glow up. And in retrospect, that'll be something that will also make their head turn towards you like, oh, look at this person and blah, blah, blah. But in actuality, you will be fixing yourself up for yourself. And Spirit is advising to do that because it will help you feel better about yourself. And in addition to feeling better and more confident about yourself, dealing with unrequited love and getting a makeover and having a glow up, is that it's going to attract different and more suitors towards you. So you're not going to have to settle for this type of treatment because you're going to be left with options, is what Spirit is saying. And Spirit is saying the more the merrier. So you're going to have options with this unrequited love situation. If, you know, it isn't working out, don't force it. Don't force it to work out. And I'm being guided. Okay, so Spirit advice is to fix yourself up and do not look back at that person. Well, you could, but don't take them seriously. Just see how many other people you can attract into your net by fixing yourself up, getting a makeover, doing something with your hair. I'm seeing some of you may cut your hair. Some of you may invest in a new wardrobe, accessories. If you like jewelry and things of that nature, you may start wearing makeup. If you're a guy, you may invest in a new wardrobe. You may keep your hair cut, facial hair trimmed, nice and neat, smelling good, looking good, and experiencing a glow up. In that way, that person will regret, you know, like seeing you now. They'll be like, damn, they look good. I regret, you know, not having taken that seriously. I want to do a love reading. I think I want to do a love reading. Oh. Spirit, we're going to pull some cards, Spirit. Okay, hold on. And this is not hooked up to any landline. It's a prop that I use for those who want to know. And we're going to get some of these cards because this is feeling like right now. We're going to get some of the, what I'm saying, the Kipper deck. We ain't going to get no Kipper. We are about to get, okay, what time is that? Let me do 50. 50. 10. Okay. We're going to pull out some cards. Spirit, can you give us any messages for the collective about their love interests? For all of my viewers and followers, and about their love interests. Ooh. So we have the 5 of Wands. Off this card, I'm getting fighting, arguments. So some of you could be at odds. Some of you could be Leos as well, or your significant other could be a Leo. Some of you could be at odds with your lover or love interest. That will make it unrequited in some sense. Any more messages, Spirit, about my followers' love interests? This fell on the floor. We got the Hanged Man, but I'm not going to take it because I don't take cards off the floor. I need a bigger disc. Spirit, any more messages for my person's love interests? Any more messages for my person's love interests? What is happening in this love situation? Ooh. Ooh. We have the 2 of Swords, decision. So this person, you could be having arguments with this person, with your love interest, with the 5 of Wands and the 2 of Swords. You could be having conflict with them, having arguments. And you or them could be deciding between staying or going, ending this relationship, or you could be deciding upon them or another person, or they could be having a decision between you or another person after having this argument and fight with you. Any more messages for Spirit, for my viewers and my subscribers' love interests? Any more messages, Spirit? They're saying split the deck. Any more messages? Any more messages for my subscribers and viewers, person, Spirit? Their love interests? Any more messages? Whatever is happening, it was a long time coming. Ooh. And we have Ace of Wands with new beginning. Physically starting something creative, innovative, and inspiration. And we have Leo twice. So some of you could be dealing with the Leo. This person could be a fire sign. Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. Or this person can also be one of you, or both of you could be a Libra. One or both of you could be a Leo. Definitely have Leo here twice. So you guys are at odds. You're fighting. You're having a decision to make. And with the Ace of Wands, I'm getting that you're deciding to stay. Stay in this relationship and give it another go. And also with the Ace of Wands, you guys could have had makeup sex, which would have been the icing on the cake to make you stay. Any more messages, Spirit, about this, my subscribers' love interest? And this may not be for everybody. And we have the Page of Swords with curiosity. So some of you can also be, so this is definitely a situation of an air sign and a fire sign relationship. So with the Page of Swords, Gemini could be significant. You guys have piqued each other's curiosity. Okay. Clarify the Page of Swords, Spirit. Wow. And we have the King of Swords, clarifying the Page of Swords. There's a lot of air energy here. So a lot of y'all could be in y'all heads about this relationship, whether or not you should stay or go. But I'm getting with the Ace of Wands, you guys made up. But it's still lingering in someone's subconscious, the back of their mind, about what to do. With the King of Swords, you guys could be having a conversation about what to do with this relationship. You guys could be, you or your partner could be a Gemini or a Libra. Libra is here twice. Or you could be a fire sign, a Leo, or Aries, Sagittarius. Have Leo here twice. Any more messages for my followers? Love, interest, spirit. Any more messages for my followers? Love, interest, spirit. What is happening in this love situation for the collective? For my subscribers? Wow. Wow. Didn't I just say, God damn it. With the Ace of Wands, and I just say that some of you could have been having makeup sex after having an argument and fighting and being indecisive on whether or not you're wanting to stay in the relationship or leave, or stay with that person or get with somebody else. And then we have the Knight of Wands with passion. So you guys could be quickly, after giving it a lot of thought, quickly changing your mind. With the Knight of Wands here, we have quick decisions, sexual adventures, active, energetic. Those who love a challenge. And that's the card of Sagittarius, which is another fire sign. Any more messages, Spirit, for this love connection for my subscribers? Ooh, that popped so loud. Wow. Have Jupiter. We have Wheel of Fortune. So good luck, destiny, and change. I ride the ways of life. Chance, upheaval. So I see you guys working it out. Deciding to stay together, working it out here with these cards. I'm hearing in my clairaudience, it's cheaper to keep her. So if a man is deciding that he has a wandering eye and he's thinking, maybe I want to venture off. He's saying it's cheaper to keep her. And here we have the Three of Wands with foresight. Another fire. You guys are pulling. So you guys could be an air sign dealing with the fire sign. It's nothing but air and fire. And Spirit just put the pendulum to yes. It's nothing but fire and air here. So you guys are fueling each other. This is a rather passionate love affair. So yeah. Foresight. Success. Happy with choices. Outcome. So you guys are going to be happy with the outcome of sticking with each other. with the choice of staying with each other. I'm going to see it as rather successful, and is your hard work in that relationship is paying off. Any closing, I'm hearing closing arguments, so somebody could be an attorney. Any closing statements, Spirit, for the collective? Ooh, that flew out. Wow. And we have the High Priestess with my inner knowledge is my best guide in all. So mystery, intuition, inner knowing, self-trust, spiritual insight, emotional stability. So some of you could be spiritualists, highly intuitive. Divine feminine. With the moon right here. So you're gifted. Your third eye is open, and you knew that all along that this relationship was going to fuse back together. So you knew it. So it wasn't like it was a wow. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Pentacles with security. Yeah. So you guys are secure in this relationship. You feel secure in this relationship. You see it as an investment. Yep. Yep. So you guys knew that you were going to stay. That you knew that you were going to stay. You knew that you were going to stay, and you knew that you were going to work it out with this person. So, yeah. You made a decision to stay and work it out, and it has worked in your favor. You guys have a very fiery relationship here with nothing but fire and air here. And air fuels fire and makes fire grow intensely. So you check all this person's boxes. You strike all their chords. You really get them hot and heavy for you is what I'm getting. And yeah, you guys had a heated argument, but you made a decision to stay or go. You decided to stay and start over. You guys had makeup sex, and it was very passionate. And with the Wheel of Fortune, you guys decided to start over. Took a gamble and decided to, do it again. And with the Three of Wands, yeah, you were successful and happy with the choices of your outcome. Your hard work paid off, and you guys are both intuitive. So, yes, this is security for the both of you. All right. And this is the end of your reading for how to navigate scenarios. This is like a personal reading, as close as we can get to a personal. So thank you guys so much for joining, and I will possibly see you tomorrow or whenever I see you. Thank you guys so much for your love and support. I truly appreciate it. If you would be so kind to give this a thumbs up, please like, share, and subscribe. Tell all your friends about me. And yeah, you can also enter in to win a 2-question psychic reading from me. I forgot to do it today, but we will do it next time. And yeah, look to seeing you guys more often. Thank you so much, and bye for now. Bye, y'all.